Hi, I'm Kim Westlund. I help people take action on their vision. And in this video, I want to share some thoughts and some learnings that I just took away from some amazingly talented content creators who have made a massive impact for their audiences. So I want to share a little bit of their message with you, and I'll tag these people in my comments so you can check that out. Here's my first big takeaway. Authenticity is the new currency. So what are you holding back on? I had to ask myself that very same question because at the core, I want to make sure that I am showing up completely authentically me. Could it be that some of these things that maybe we're holding back on are not moving your business forward because you're not stepping into your authentic place? So our message is really, really important. Dave Ramsey, one of my favorite people to listen to, asked, what is the thing that boils up on the inside of you that you just feel like you're going to explode if you don't share it? Do you have something like that? I absolutely do. But when he said that, something just came alive in me. And I thought, if you can find that thing, that's going to be your guide moving forward. And if you see a gap that's in the world that you can fill with your message and what you have on the inside of you gets you so excited to get going and share it with the world, that is such a big clue into what you could and should be doing. Sometimes you just got to look fear in the face and decide my message is worth it for the rest of the world to hear. And I have to remind you, and I have to remind myself of this too, we're not here for everyone. Not everyone is going to resonate with what you have to say. I've always struggled with the people-pleasing aspect. And I had to learn, and I'm still learning, I'm not for everyone. But that's okay. My voice can stand out and be authentically me, and some people not resonate with that. We have to be okay with that. We've got to settle that once and for all. You are hardwired with gifts to stand in the place that you are meant to. You have such unique parts of you, your message, your voice, your viewpoint, your experiences, your gifts, your talents. All of those things come together to stand in your unique place in this world. And if you are not doing that, that could be the very thing why things don't seem to be progressing. Don't compromise. I like to say, what you compromise to keep, you'll lose. People are just looking for real today. That's what I'm learning more and more. And I'm so grateful for that because that's what we need. People are looking for authenticity and they want to know they can trust you. So consistency in what you're doing is a big deal. And showing up being authentically you helps create that consistency because you're not trying to be somebody else. Your message is true to who you are. Don't follow the crowd. You've probably heard that before, but again, Dave Ramsey had a very unique way of framing it. He said, if you build your business based on what the masses say, you'll find out the M is silent. Did you catch that? It made me laugh in the moment, but there's so much truth around what he just said. When we start framing what we're doing with those things in mind, it becomes a whole lot easier to start building out what we're doing and doing it in a really authentic way. That's why you have to know who you are at your core. At your very core, who are you? What do you have to share? Your authentic message is so needed in the world today. The second thing I want to share is creating a sustainable brand. So if you're a content creator or you've just got a business in general, this is a big deal because we see a lot of things come and go in our world and just not have the staying power. And you have to ask yourself, why is that the case? Part of this is, now pay attention, you need to clarify your mission and don't let anybody take you off of it. This is part of creating a sustainable brand. You need to clarify what you're doing and stay on task. Stay on the mission. That right there was worth the price of admission for me. That's an incredible message. It's so simple, but it's so profound. God talks about How will you build your house when the storm comes? And it definitely will. That's not even a question. Will your house be built on sand or rock? What is your message built on? Is it sustainable? Is it real? Is it truly who you are? This is where we are going, folks. We are going to a place where those messages of true authenticity and consistency, and we're able to trust the people that are delivering these messages, that's what people are going to gravitate to. So do you want to be one of those people? I absolutely do, without question. And I want to clarify, you don't have to be standing on a stage to be one of these people. You don't have to have 10 million subscribers to be a person of impact. If you want to lead a team with excellence and you want to be a consistent leader who's able to lead with authenticity and character and morals, you're going to make a massive impact in your little corner of the world. If you have the ability to change one person's life with something that you say or do, is it worth it? We are all meant to do something to serve humanity. So what will it be for you? You have a unique mission, and it's time to shine in it. The last thing I want to share with you is get going and don't quit. It's time to get our hands dirty. Get in the game. It's like getting in the game or being a spectator. What's missing for you to get going? Where do you want to be in 1, 3, maybe even 5 years from now? In order to get to those places, you need to take action today and ask yourself, how far ahead can you see? Have you crafted a strategy for the next 90 days? Sometimes those little tweaks in just having a plan and getting a calendar out and strategizing can make all the difference in the world. And here's some encouragement for you. A lot of things that you are coming up against right now possibly won't even be here in 5 years. Maybe you've got competition that you're struggling with and you just don't know what to do with it. Guess what? Keep being you. Keep showing up. Keep being consistent. Get uncomfortable. Ask yourself, what new skill do I need to learn today to be able to level up where I'm at? If you told me last year that I would be starting a YouTube channel and that I would be creating content and I would be speaking to people in the way that I am, I may have said, that seems like a long shot for me. But guess what? Today, that's exactly what I'm doing, and I'm not stopping there. So what tools do you need to succeed? And don't talk yourself out of the next step. It's literally just the next step you need to take. Don't get overwhelmed by the big picture. I talk about vision a lot, about having a vision for your life. And yes, that is off in the distance. But right now, today, you just need to focus on taking one more step toward your vision. Sometimes the overwhelm of where am I going and how do I get there and all those and the journey in between gets us stuck. Don't get caught up in that. I want to remind you today, just the next step is where you need to focus. So where does your voice need to be and who needs to hear it? If you don't quit, you win. So don't quit. I needed to hear this past week. How about you? Sometimes when you're emptying out your tank all week long, you got to fill it back up. So how do you fill it back up? I hope this message has helped fill up your tank again. You are one decision away from not spinning your wheels anymore. It's about getting clear on where you need to go, and you just need to take that next step. I hope this has helped you and inspired you this week. Now go.